I'm about to head to the Public Theater of San Antonio at San Pedro Playhouse to have a meeting about physical accessibility in that theater. So I'll let you know how it goes. I'm here at the Public Theater talking about accessibility, trying to make theater in San Antonio more accessible. This is the staff of the Public, and I'm so glad that they are willing to hear me out and help me on this mission. So currently at the San Pedro Playhouse, there is no wheelchair accessible lift or ramp that goes up to their main stage. And also due to the age of the building, there are multiple entrances and exits in their black box theater that are not accessible as well. And so this meeting was to address that and talk about how that can be fixed. We went around the space physically, and I was able to point out all of the specific accessibility problems as well as my preferred solutions to those problems. So there's some good news and bad news for the meeting. The bad news is that the budget for accessibility improvements for the building is currently pretty much zero, which sadly was expected. The very good news is that the Public Theater was very interested in working with me, and they are very aware that improving the accessibility of the space is a long and iterative process, and they're very willing to work with me on that. So we talked not only about the huge improvements that would take a lot of money and a lot of time to implement, but also we talked about small improvements like putting down caution tape for steps on the outside, so that way when it's dark at night, people in wheelchairs and also people in general will not trip over steps at night, and also taking out chairs that are currently bolted into the ground in their audience and replacing those with chairs that can be removed easily so that you have more accessible seats for patrons in wheelchairs. So if you have a theater space that you're afraid is not very accessible, try and reach out to some of your patrons or other artists in the community with disabilities and walk them through your space and ask them how you can improve.